Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is a video of me getting the 3 horsepower Tecumseh engine ready to get put on this Bonanza. Hope you enjoy it. All right, I'm going to get started on this Tecumseh, the 3 horsepower engine. It's going to go on the Bonanza over there. It ran last time I ran it. I guess that sounds funny. Anyway, it has been sitting for a little while. I was going to put it on a go-kart that I have, just because it's a vintage motor, an older motor, and I just wanted to keep the go-kart vintage. But I changed plans once I got this. Once I got the Bonanza, but it looks all right. It's got a little bit of rust in the tank, but it's gonna be fine. I think I might put a little gas in it to make sure it fires up. It's This clutch is just a spare clutch I had. I am probably going to have to tap the end of it and put a bolt in there so I can make sure the clutch stays stationary, and then maybe put a few other bolts on the side just to make sure it stays put. But for the most part, this little motor is in pretty good shape. It is just got a lot of surface rust on it. I am going to just take the covers off, the tank off, and the some of the brackets and the air cleaner. Try to maybe hammer that out, straighten it up, and get it cleaned up and stick it on the bike. I'm going to try to see if I can find another muffler for it. Maybe I'll just get a aftermarket style muffler to stick on there, or something with a little elbow, the pipe, just so it goes towards the back, but we'll see. I'm going to clean up the bottom real good, and probably just going to, depending on how well it cleans up, may just rattle can that a nice silver base, but we'll see. Right now I'm going to put some gas in it and make sure it'll fire up. There it goes. It runs. All right. All right. Good to know. Perfect. All right. We spray a little arrow coral on some of this stuff. To break it loose. This stuff is pretty risky. And this arrow coral is losing its pressure, so put some air back into it. Let's see what that did. Oh, feel it coming out. There we go. I'm just taking the covers off. I'm going to take off the carb. Maybe I'm going to replace the fuel hose down there. It does look like it's it is leaking. So get that taken off and take a look at it. Just lubricating everything a little bit so it's easier to take apart. And I'm not going to let it soak for too long because I don't have a lot of time. Well, got plenty of time, but I don't want to take a lot of time. Some of this stuff, I'm going to get this tank off. I'll go ahead and time lapse a little of this stuff so you guys don't have to sit there and All right, got all those bolts loose. Take this bracket off. Set it over here. Looks like there was a small, looks like a, what would you call that? 30 seconds line. The primer line goes down to the side. I guess it just primes the carb down there. I have to get that. That's kind of old and brittle, but at least should be able to take this stuff off. Shouldn't be a right. This is just sitting on top of that fuel line up there now. Yeah, just pull that up and out. That's probably gonna leak on me for sure. Go get me a cup. All right, we got that universal cup that everybody's got. Right? What is it? It is a plastic water bottle. Approved for all chemicals. And that it is. I'm trying to pull it off without breaking it. Got it, sort of. Bet I can. I'll just let it drip out there. If I take the top off, it'll come out a little more. All right. There it goes. I'm gonna get that all drained out, and then whoa, look at a mess. And once it's drained out, I might get some pebbles, throw them inside there, and kind of tumble it, maybe to kind of clean that out a little bit, just to get some of the old. It's empty. Some of the old rust and stuff out of there. All right, we got that somewhat cleared out. I did make a mess. All right, it's just gas. Won't hurt nobody, right? So that I'm going to thoroughly clean, and I'm going to powder coat that. And this. Looks like I can twist this right over there. Yep. Twist that button right out of there. Somewhat. Try to pull it out without breaking it. Although I did see that you can get these on Amazon. But if I can save it, I'd rather save it. I might run a blade down that just to keep that from breaking. All right, yeah, if you look at that, boy, that sucker's been on there forever. I just had to cut it, peel it apart, and it comes off. There we go. All right, saved it. So I'm just going to clean that up, sand it a little bit. I'm also going to recreate this decal here. Looks like it might be just a white decal that goes on there. That'll be something that'll be easy to create, but I'll get this all stripped. Be good to go. Now we'll just blow on that a little bit. Yeah, this muffler is pretty corroded. I'm gonna try to see if I can find another one. I don't think it's not repairable. I don't want to paint it and put that on there. I want something that looks nice on there. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this flywheel off so I can get the engine a little bit more clean. All right, now I got it all stripped down as far as I want it. I'm just going to spray some, like I said, some brake cleaner on it. Plug up the holes so I don't get anything inside in case that gets all nasty or messed up. But I'm just going to try to do my best just to clean it up. All right, here's where I'm at right now. Got it all apart. A lot of this stuff I still have to clean. All these pieces I'm just gonna might sandblast a little of them just to kind of clean them off. These same thing, I still need to straighten this out. I'm gonna clean this up real good, kind of scrub it up real good the best I can, and paint it. Probably just paint it silver to match the engine. I did clean the engine up and went ahead and threw some paint on it. Came out pretty good. I think it's just a silver base. I used high heat engine paint, so once it starts to run and everything, it'll look good. I did get the covers in pieces. I'm going to sandblast these and powder coat those a white. I think is going to go with that. So this is metal. This is metal. Same thing. The fuel tank. Get that cleaned up and get that all powder coated. Some of these internal pieces. This guard here. Same thing. It'll be cleaned up and powder coated, and I'll have to get some more little hose here for the primer. But that is where it's at right now. Next time you see it, it'll be a little more progress. Again, it's going on this bike right here. This is the Bonanza. I think it's the Scout 2 or the MB 250. To do some research on it, but this is the bike it'll be going on. It came out pretty good. I think it looks pretty nice. Once it gets on the bike, it's going to look real good. So, pretty excited about it. But yeah, it's gonna look nice. So again, that's where I'm at. Like I had mentioned before in one of my other videos, a lot of you guys might not agree with what I'm doing as far as just doing a what I call a just the visual or a cosmetic restoration. I didn't take the engine apart or anything like that. I didn't want to. It ran. It just needed to be cleaned up, and that's what I'm going to do. So thanks. Please remember, click and subscribe.